Tom. Where's your map? Yeah. Yeah. That's alright, that's alright. That's about £4 or so, isn't it? Yeah. That red smell there. Yeah. Good job about that stuff. Yeah.
There we go.
Quite scarred, isn't it? I know, I'll be careful.
Oh, is it?
No.
No, chase. One up in that.
Yeah.
In the rain, damp last pike.
First pike of the day.
Yeah.
How long have we been casting now? About 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
So yeah, decent start.
Yeah. Nice copper coloured pike again.
Yeah.
On the red smell.
Just as it started raining.
Really big eyes, this pike. Really big eyes. I don't know if you can see that.
Big eyes and small mouth.
Look at the size of his eyes, really big eyes and a small mouth.
Nice scars on it as well. Off it goes.
Very simple lead setup on it.
Well guys, just got our first pike of the day, so do a bit of an intro for the video. Come to Dam Flask Reservoir in Sheffield today. Came here about 3 months ago, just with lures, and had about 3 little ones. But we know there's some big pike in here, so we'll come back today, come with dead baits. And yeah, we just had our first fish, about 4 or 5, maybe £6. Had that one on a red smelt about 20 minutes after we cast in, so yeah, good start for the day. So hopefully we'll get some more fish.
Right folks, I'm just going to run through gear what we're using today for this dead baiting video. This is actually my carp setup, what I usually use for carp fishing, and that's a good thing about dead baiting. You can have a set of rods what you use for carp, dead baiting, you know, heavier fishing. Basically I've got a 7,000 size big pit reel, it's a Pen Affinity 7000. I'm just using that because it's my carp reel and it suits this rod perfectly really. Loaded with £15 Nash NXTD cam monofilament. Now everybody usually uses braid when they're pike fishing, but today we're using mono because as you can see it's really rocky, and rather than using a shock leader for pike fishing like a fluoro snag leader, you just use mono straight through, because braid on a rock it just cuts straight through it. So that's why I'm using mono today. A lot of people might frown upon that, but that's what we like using. The rod is 3 1/4 test curve. It's got plenty of backbone to it for casting dead baits. I mean, with this rod and a 3 ounce lead I can probably cast a dead bait 70 yards if you whip it on with some bait elastic. It's a nice tip action rod. 40mm butt rings, don't fancy about it. 12 foot. Yeah, great rod. Line clip on it. ESP Sniper Mark 1, so getting quite rare these now, but yeah, it's my best carp rods. Right, we'll go down to what we're using at the end. A really basic setup today. We're not using a float because it's forecast quite strong wind. If you're using floats, your line's up in water, you get a lot of tow, and it just messes up your presentation really. So what we're using, because it's rocky, I've got a double link on there to a 3 ounce bomb lead. Now I'm using that lead because if it goes between rocks it should just pull out quite easy. I mean, you can use a rotten bottom, but like I say, from casting 70 yards it's just going to crack off, isn't it? So that's why I'm using a double link on there, so if it does drop in between the rocks, you know, it keeps it away from your line a bit. Then I've got about well, I've got that link there, and I've got a big plastic bead, free running, no stops above it, just to a 50-pound Gemini swivel. I mean, great swivels these. They're made for sea fishing, but the best swivels I've used. And onto trace, 18 inches, 28-pound 7-strand wire, down to 2 size 6 Gamakatsu barbless trebles. And I don't know if you can see that, but I've just put a sleeve over the top treble. Now, how I do my traces, I do sort of a knotless knot on the trebles, and the line comes out at a bit of an angle, so if you put that sleeve on, it just aligns it better. And then the bottom trace, the bottom treble's just crimped on. That's it really. Using Delkim TXI bite alarms, and like, the fish can pick the bait up and not move about an inch, and it'll set the alarm off. They're great alarms, but as you can see, they're not going off with the wind or the rain. They're just perfect for what we're using. They're expensive, but they're just perfect for the job. And that's about it really, nothing fancy. It's caught as a fish. Yeah, we're using 3 rods today. We're going to try and cover a lot of water from one peg. Because of the adverse weather, we've brought a brolly with us, so we're not as mobile as we usually like to be. So as you can see down there, we've got the rods staggered about and pointing directly at the baits, and that just aids your bite indication. We're using, like I said, 3 rods to cover as much water from one peg, and I suppose between one bait and the next bait it's about 150 yards, so we're covering a hell of a lot of water with those rods from one spot. Where we're fishing is about 6 foot deep on the left hand side, down to about 20 foot deep on the right. We've chose this area because there's a lot of depth in this reservoir. I mean, it goes down to like 100 foot at the other end, and it's sort of still quite warm. The water temperature's 12 degrees, so we thought it'd be a good area to start in. Baits today, sea dead baits. We had that one on a smelt. We've also got mackerel, bluey, lamprey, and some trout as well to try, but smelt's doing the do today, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, catch you later, seeing as it's throwing it down and I'm getting soaked.
Yeah, that's on. Yep. Nope, big one's not. Smaller than last one. Yeah. Right. It's littler than when you just caught this. No. In his mouth. Did you grab pliers? Have you grabbed pliers?
Hello. Yeah.
Got it. That's tiny, isn't it?
Don't step backwards when you stand up.
It's nice and dark again, isn't it? Well guys, just caught pike number 2, about £2, so quite small for a deadbait pike, but yeah, it's nice to get another fish. We couldn't really film properly or talk because like when the alarm went off, I were jerk baiting over there. He'd gone to the toilet and bailiff were walking down as well, so a bit of an awkward situation, so I had to run back and land it, and then let's stop at bailiff for a bit. So yeah, filming is going to be a bit crusty, but oh well, at least it's another fish, and yeah, hopefully we can catch some more. We're fishing that in really shallow water then, so we're moving the baits more into the shallow water now because that's where the bites seem to be coming from. So hopefully, now we've discovered that, we should get a few more fish. So yeah, fingers crossed. We're looking to another one, and hopefully it'll be a bit bigger. The bailiff said that he's not seen any 20s out of here in over a year. And the last one he saw was half of one on the bank. Someone had taken the head off it and took it home, obviously, like as a trophy or something, like, you know, like to keep the skull as a trophy of the catch, which is pretty wrong. But yeah, it's not really it's not really encouraging on the side of whether we're going to catch a big fish or not. But you know, we've had a couple of little ones, so it's better than nothing. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some more.